Aunt Jane ran for about 7 seconds.
Trina?
Well, you know, my experience was really funny in auditioning because I auditioned 5 times before they finally said yes, and I would come into this, you know, producer's read, and it'd be me and 5 other girls. Okay, come back tomorrow. There's me and 5 other girls, new girls. And I couldn't believe it when they actually cast me. I felt so blessed and I was so grateful. And I really enjoyed, I never felt, you know, on the outside out, you know, I felt more like, you know, this is an established family and it was my job to ingratiate myself into their world, you know, Boy Meets World. And I did the best I could. And I really liked the fact that there was, particularly in my storyline, there was always this, you know, colorless love between me and Shawn. And I just thought it was so needed and important at the time. And I think it really did wonders for me as a person, and the feedback I get from audiences is just incredible. And you know, and I hope it promotes more of that in the world. You know, if that's it, that's really amazing. You know.
Now, Lily, you were on early in the series, and you just stole every scene you were in. The fans loved your little one-liners. What was it like being the youngest of such a young cast, and sort of coming in, saying a line, and leaving a scene?
It was an amazing experience, it really was. The cast, I mean, it was so much fun being on set with you guys. It was just a really joyous group of people, and it was such an honor to play with you guys. And I learned so much from being around you as an actor, looking up to you guys and really learning from your styles and your comedic deliveries. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
You were full.
Yes, I was full.
Since we just screened the finale, I feel like it needs to be like mentioned. I was saying to Ryder yesterday that was hardcore emotion from you in that final scene. Was that real? I mean, this is such a huge part of your guys' life, and saying bye to Mr. Feeney, that was tough.
I don't know if you guys could hear us laughing in the back when that was happening, because we snuck in to watch just the last moments there, and Michael is over my shoulder going, "Be a professional, don't grab your nose." And sure enough, on camera, I grabbed my nose because I was like snotting all over the place. We only did that last scene in 1 take because we were all too just wrecked. It was our last scene, in front of an audience. It was like, you know, 7 years. It was kind of like high school and college all rolled into one and saying goodbye to each other. And we had no idea what was. We were exactly in the position that our characters were in. I mean, to the extent that I was going to New York, like in my personal life, I was moving to New York to go to college. So it was like, I mean, it was so close to home that yeah, there's like no filter between Shawn and Ryder at that point. It's just the same person freaking out. I even kept the leather jacket and took it with me to New York. So. And then it got stolen out of my car in Brooklyn. So I know, I'm so pissed. Like, because you know, I had to give Disney a fake other leather jacket because they want to keep all of that stuff. So sorry, Disney. Wow. Leather jacket that's in your warehouse.
It's all coming out today, guys. All our secrets.
Some hipster in Brooklyn stole it.
Anything else you want to admit, Ryder? Any other stolen property you want to talk about?
Ryder, you owe me $747. Do you know, was it that last scene for me?
Yeah.
It was about Danielle's tattoo.
Oh.
We were only going to do it 1 time. The writers and I, we stand off at what's called a quad split, which means we have 4 monitors, which are the 4 cameras. And I'm watching the scene, and I turn to one of the other writers, it was Barry Zafter, who's on Sullivan, and he says, "What's on her neck?" And I mean, there's tears coming out of my eyes because I'm watching each one of, ostensibly, my children go through this emotion. I'm going, we are actually only going to do this in 1 scene. Fantastic. And Barry goes, "I said, what's on her neck?" And I go, Chinese letters. And he goes, "Did you ever know they were there before?" I said, "Hair has never given her pigtails before." And Barry said, "Why would they do that on a final scene of a 7-year run?" And I said, "I don't know, but I can't fire them now."
Wait, did you guys watch that last scene? Because I was just gonna pick up what Ryder was saying, is that when we were watching that scene, it really was like almost saying goodbye to our childhood. So when we were watching that episode, it's just, every time, it's hard for me to even watch that scene because it's really like, that was kind of the end of our childhood. So it wasn't just the end of our show, but just for us personally, it really meant a lot. And also, I was going through my closet the other day and I found these really nice black leather shoes. And I looked on the bottom and it said Corey. And so, 13 years later, I still have those shoes. Sorry.